Hello and welcome back to another amazing Overwatch stream. This week is USA versus Rio Grande. Let's jump right into it. We got Big Jimmy, Vulture, Small Gang, Flex Slam, and Sinister against Zappy123, Ghoul, Anonymous, Call Me Massey, and Nolan. Let's see what we got rocking over here.
One thing that I've seen from South Alabama this week so far was a very interesting strategy that I want to say our buddy Flex Slam created. It's to not die. That is their goal, and their goal to win. That is how they plan to win. It's gonna be a very interesting day to see. But yeah, their main thing is to not die. Funny enough.
You know, that sounds like a really great plan. I think with the Reinhardt, Big Jimmy, and Small Gang as Junkrat, I think they might be able to do that with Flex Slam as well in the middle.
Seeing how potent South Alabama's brawl game is, I think it's very safe to say that they may be able to take this very easily. However, they're going to lose this first initiation on the point. Man, Hanzo was not getting that point of view, but no telling if it was random or actually skillful. Oh, there's another one. Hanzo takes down 3, taking down Sinister, Small Gang, and Vulture, securing this entire team fight immediately at the start for Rio Grande, correct? Sorry.
Yeah, that's them.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a very typical thing for you see teams do, is run Symmetra, set up that TP, get on point initially, and I think that's very, very kind of sad that South Alabama didn't do that. But it's going to be interesting to see how they fight this. Big Jimmy falling down to Hanzo real quick at the very initiation of this point. However, there's a trade with Sinister, but it's not enough to completely take this fight back, as 2 other members of South Alabama fall. 2, once again, Hanzo. This is interesting to see, in all honesty. I cannot stand that character, personally.
Well, Big Jimmy's decided to pull out Ramatra. I can't wait to see what he pulls off with that. He seems to be doing really good with his tanks as of late.
I think the Ramatra switch works very well here, allowing more Pope to be able to fight out that Hanzo instead of actually getting in their face 24/7. However, if South Alabama is able to take this Ramatra out, and it looks like we got a Boostio, an accidental nano boost on Lucio. It messed up, but it still went according to plan because Rio Grande was able to take out and completely stop that push from South Alabama. Man, I gotta love the Boostio plays, man. They're always my favorite thing to see. I love that they added the whole entire Boostio line when he gets nanoed. It is amazing.
Yeah, my boy Small Gang tried to go up in there and flank, but it just wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough at all.
Baptiste drops his window. We're going to see... and Hanzo ults into it to be able to avoid the University of South Alabama getting full advantage of that window, and they do lose it very quickly. Big Jimmy's able to take out Bull, taking out Hanzo out of the fight initially.
There we go.
Fluxland getting a pick on Ramatra. Big Jimmy going in, getting slept. However, is this going to be enough? Symmetra falls. This is enough. South Alabama should be able to get on this point and take it to be able to take away on a 99 overtime. 98! Wow! They were able to hold it before overtime hit. That's honestly really good and kind of a slight advantage. Not anything too crazy, but we will see how that plays out for them. They could take this completely. Now it is their turn to defend and poke out. Poke counts, in my opinion, are very, very boring because all it is just damage falling back and forth across the map the entire time. Nothing crazy happening. However, Symmetra does set up a TP behind the enemy and getting some turrets out there. While Ghoul gets 3 picks on University of South Alabama. Big Jimmy ulting, falling to Symmetra. And it looks like South Alabama loses that fight and loses to a team kill and loses the first map on Lijiang Tower. Loses the first point, my bad, on Lijiang Tower.
It was a good try, but they'll definitely have to play together a little bit more.
Yeah. 0-1. I really can't say what's going wrong with South Alabama. I think they're just falling to Hanzo, which, the current state of the game is the one-shot meta. Widowmaker, Hanzo, even a damage-boosted Sojourn all dominate this game, and it's kind of, in my opinion, in a really sad state. It is one of the most balanced moments Overwatch has ever been in, but one-shot metas are not fun. Getting killed off of 1 bullet and just getting taken down is not fun. It's sad. It really is.
Yeah, I completely agree. Hopefully we'll be able to see Lucio bring everybody up to the front line, and maybe they can try and counteract that Mei before she really gets everybody in the pickle.
So it looks like Rio Grande swapped off the Hanzo to go to Sojourn. However, May is able to get a pick off of Vulture really quick. And there's a trade from Small Gang getting a pick off that May. Big Jimmy's Ramatra falls. Fluxline's able to get a kill on the, Rio Grande's Lucio. However, it's not enough to be able to fight and take this as a whole. As Ghoul, as Sojourn, also popping and getting multiple kills in one team fight. This is kind of sad. Usually, the University of South Alabama's Brawl comp is relatively good. It's just they're not able to really do much and outperform on these DPS. As Small Gang falls down to May, it's just getting early picks. Getting picked off early in team fights is very, very bad for everything in general. If you fall down one player, especially in this 5v5 setting, your team fight's kind of halted for a little bit, and you have to wait on your teammate to come back. Now, if we could see Vulture go behind and take out this Ana real quick and be able to open up and take out a support on Rio Grande's team, that would be easy. Oh, however, Sojourn gets nano boosted, and we see 2 ults? No, I was wrong. I'm having bad angles. I'm sorry. It was 2 ults. It was 2 ults. And it doesn't seem like it's going towards South Alabama's way. The nano boosted Sojourn was able to do damage and get a kill. And South Alabama's just falling one by one, pick by pick, and not really able to get anything of value when it comes to space or valuable picks. Ghoul is just running amok on every single player. I think South Alabama needs a way to kind of take care of this. I would personally say dive a character, but that's, I don't know what's going through their heads right now. It's more.
It's a little hard because Rio Grande's Ana seems to know what she's doing, staying in the back lines, making sure the Rhine stays up with his shield so that way nobody can get past. And the May's just making sure they can't get anywhere.
May's just doing poke damage, as you saw with her ult coming out, completely stalling them again. However, Small Gang is able to pop that tire. Let's see if he's able to get any work done with it. If he is, this could be huge for South. He may be able to get a pick or two. Oh, but it gets destroyed by a boop from Lucio. That is not good. And no pick has happened on Rio Grande's. Soldier ult comes out. Small Gang getting a pick on May. Big Jimmy popping Ramatra ult. This is it. This could be it. However, Slam comes out from Lionheart, getting 3 of them down and taking the team fight completely. Nano Boost comes out for the cherry on top to take care of Vulture. And Rio Grande takes point number 2 on Lijiang Tower and takes Lijiang Tower from South Alabama.
Just when you think Big Jimmy's gonna pull it out of the bag, the kingdom comes crumbling down. I can definitely say that May knew what she was doing when she was slowing everybody down, and the Lucio boop to cancel out Small Gang's Junkrat ult was definitely the play for sure. And welcome back to Game 2. We are on Kings Row. Hopefully South can come back with a really good game this go-around.
Yep, and we're on the iconic map. Like you said, Kings Row, one of the most, probably the best Overwatch map ever created. Now, I did mention it is the one-shot meta last game. And this is a very, very, very popular Widowmaker map. So I'm interested to see if either team is going to pull out the Widowmaker. And there we go. We already see it right there with Ghoul, who is already shown that he can hit those one-shots with Hanzo. In my opinion, a arguably harder character to hit the arrows and headshots with, now let alone a Widowmaker. This could go very south for South Alabama very fast. However, Smoke is on tank this time, and knowing Smoke myself, he is a pretty good Reinhardt. So if he can actually be the barrier for his team that they need, this could go very well for South Alabama as they're Rio Grande is running 2 snipers, so a poke comp versus a sniping comp. So this could be very, very fun to watch.
Oh, this very much could be. Doesn't look like South has changed up their comp a whole lot, so maybe they have a different plan this time around.
Seems like they're very comfortable with the key characters they run with Small Gang on Junkrat and FlexSlam on Baptiste. Oh, right off the bat, Smoke gets slept by an Ana, and this is just going to allow Rio Grande to take space. South Alabama is going to have to be able to push back into this. Rio Grande taking the left side of this tower. Now, that is a very, very easy mistake that low elo players make at time. Left tower is actually very, very important. Ghoul getting a kill on FlexLane and another one on Small Gang. And this just goes. This goes to show how powerful one-shot characters are in this game. Ghoul gets 2 picks right at the very beginning of this match on this fight on a support. And it just completely crumbles the South Alabama. South Alabama's relying on Lucio heals at that point. Rio Grande is able to just take this one-shot meta and take it to full advantage, as South Alabama's just not even able to compete against it. As a lot of people say, the best counter to the Widowmaker is an enemy Widowmaker. However, FlexSlam being able to get those 2 shots off, getting that kill on Widowmaker is amazing, while Vulture's able to wall off Zappy's Reinhardt, and Smoke is getting a taste of their own medicine, but Rio Grande is not able to do anything. Smoke with the charge into the Ana, getting a kill. He went in on a very risky play there. If that entire team was there, he would have fought, and that would not have been good for South Alabama. May plays are going to be very vital here. Very, very vital here. Because if you're able to wall off that Reinhardt and completely take that tank out of this battle, it is going to be a fun fight for the winner of that fight. Like this situation is now. Smoke getting shatter down on Ghoul, taking out the Reaper, and able to. However, the counter shatter comes out from Rio Grande, taking out Smoke, and a Nano Boost comes out on May. Zappy getting 2 picks, forcing South Alabama to fall back. Nolan getting a pick on Maru, on Lucio, losing to Lucio, and May falls, and South Alabama loses that team fight and loses a lot of space here. Now, it looks like Anonymous wants to chase FlexSlam. I don't know if that's really a good idea, seeing that Smoke's back. Let's hope he doesn't get walled off and lose that entire fight for them initially just that quick.
Just when I thought Smoke was going to be a master chef and cook, turns out Zappy123 is actually Gordon Ramsay in disguise. That man took that control point over.
Now we do see the May ult coming out. I was just about to point out that Rio Grande has that ult right under their pockets. However, Nano Boost comes out with Small Gang getting a double kill with the Beyblade combo. This is awesome for South Alabama to be able to push in with Small Gang's ult and be able to take this fight as a whole, taking and regaining all the space they had just lost off of that initial first fight onto this point. Now, staggering Ana is a very good play for South Alabama. Now Rio Grande is going to have to wait for that secondary support to come back, and not only they cannot rely on Lucio's heals in this situation. It's not enough to be able to take on this damage. However, they do have Sound Barrier, so this could be a really quick initiate with Sound Barrier. Vulture falls to Reaper, and South Alabama continues to fall, getting picked one by one, and Barrier comes out for no reason in my eyes. I didn't see any danger there for Rio Grande to pop a Sound Barrier right there. But that, their judgment's better than mine. They are in the game. Small Gang is getting hunted right now. There is nothing FlexSlam would have been able to do to save him in that situation. Being down one player at the start of this team fight is not a good sign, but he is close, so he should be able to get back in time. Smoke is getting...
Look at Ghoul up at the top. He's hiding out.
Oh, Ghoul is, and he has all... And he pops
and
it right now! Getting the pick on Maru before she can drop the Sound Barrier. However, Smoke's able to get a double shatter, but is he able to actually capitalize on that? He is not. He falls way too quickly. And there goes South Alabama's first team fight on this last point. FlexSlam running for his life. And he's just not able to make it out. Maru going in and dying as well. This is not good. Rio Grande is just taking space, and South Alabama has to regroup if they want to even have a chance to save this point as a whole.
Well, it's looking like Ghoul's deciding to camp out right at the edge just to make sure nobody else can get to the payload, that's for sure. And from what I've seen from him, he will definitely go in and shut that show down real quick.
Both males coming out, Nano Boost coming out, Maru dropping Sound Barrier, all the Qs are flying now. If you have them, press them, send them out. There's another one comes flying out with Zappy being on one health, almost one health, taking out.
This is a slobber knocker now. Let's go.
This is just a murder house for Rio Grande, taking out every single member of South Alabama's team one by one, picking them slowly, taking them out over and over again, not giving them the chance to fight. However, South Alabama is able to come back before that point is captured. Makes no sense on why Rio Grande stepped off point at any point in that fight. They could have won that entire thing.
Zapier just deciding to duke it out right now.
I give him respect. You got to fight those Reinhardt battles, 1v1s. You got to let them happen. You can't intervene. Just let them be. However, South Alabama is able to come back and actually take this and not let them score just yet. Oh, counter charges from both Reinhardts. That was a weird animation. Ghoul comes out, dropping the death loss, getting no one. Another counter charge by Smoke to stop Zappy. And there goes the shatter. If he can actually capitalize on this is going to allow South Alabama to win this team fight. And it is. South Alabama is able to get 2 picks here. Nano Boost coming out on Reinhardt, getting a double kill. That is not good for South. Getting another one. Zappy is just taking the kills, swinging that hammer, and he gets a whole entire 4 kills to save the round and win it with 2 minutes and 6 seconds left on the clock. This is crazy. All the Qs are flying, man.
South may have not have been able to take round 1, but they sure weren't going to let that thing go without a fight. That is for sure. Initiating match. I wonder if we'll see any change in the composition this go around.
South's been pretty, I would say, stagnant with comps throughout the season. I only say that because it seems like I say we, but South Alabama seems to very, very much focus on brawl comps. They don't really take risks when it comes to like playing characters like Widowmaker. And like I said earlier, it really just shows that these players have their comfort picks and they want to run them, and they think they can do well with them. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just sometimes doing something like what Small Gang just did could be very beneficial.
I see FlexSlam decided to pick up Kiriko. Let's see if that changes up a whole lot this round. And Smoke decided to pick up Diva too. Maybe that ult will definitely come in clutch, especially when they're both deciding to fight it out to the death.
The Diva swap could indicate a way to take care of the Mei. If Smoke is able to take care of the Mei ult, that completely nullifies her character.
Oh, a pick immediately!
Right at the gate! Getting a pick on Nolan, opening up this team fight for South Alabama to just push in, do as much damage as possible, and take this point very early on. As you can see, Vulture's able to take out Ghoul right at the start as well.
Vulture's
and they're not stopping. Maru getting a pick on Zappy. Vulture getting a pick on May. Smallgate getting the final confirmed kill.
Oh my
take this
goodness.
point. Rio Grande would not be smart to take this back. They would be smart to completely back up and let South have this point. That was incredible. This is why I say take risks. Put your DPS on that one-shot character. It will be worth it. They only have to hit a couple shots. Now, however, we do see Widow 1v1 and Ghoul does win that battle. So it's going to be interesting to see how South Alabama is going to handle this other Widowmaker. If Small Game's going to be able to compete, and he doesn't even try. He says, screw this, I'm getting on Sombra. However, Ghoul needs to be taken care of. Ghoul will need to be taken care of. You don't want a Widowmaker uncontested this entire time. However, Smoke's able to take an entire team on him, essentially, and survive with 93 to ult. This could be a huge shatter coming from him very soon. And it is! He gets two picks, three drops! However, he is not able to get a single confirmed pick. Vulture's able to kill the May, but South Alabama falls to Rio Grande after using a very, very pivotal ult.
Small Gang with the good flank, but wasn't able to pull anything off, sadly. There were just too many people focusing her at one time.
This is why it has to be... It either is going to be you dive that Widowmaker or you Widow 1v1 it, because she is so strong in this current meta where one-shot characters are uncontested and they're just able to get kills off squishies very quick. And Rio Grande, they didn't lose a single ult that first fight. Now they have every single ult they possibly can use, and they used two of them right out the gate. Nano Boost and Hammer securing 3 kills off this first team fight on this point. And South Alabama has to regroup. If they don't, they keep trickling in like they used to, like usually were last round, this could be very bad as a sign that South Alabama cannot win on offense. If they're able to regroup, however, and maybe pick off this overextending Reinhardt that doesn't seem to be dealt with Smoke. Smoke finally charges in, getting counter-charged by Zappy, getting taken out by May, and it does not look good for South Alabama as Rio Grande is just in their back lines. Small Gang is trying his hardest to deal with Ghoul, but he's just not able to do enough damage or get anything done really quick. Rio Grande does have 3 ults. South Alabama has 3 ults as well to support in the High Noon from Cassidy. While you would technically say Ghoul's ult really isn't going to be pivotal, but having May and Beat to be able to contest things when needed, it's going to be fun to watch. It comes up, gets blocked by Maywall. May throws out her ult as well as the sound barrier, able to take out Maru, and just now Smoke's by himself over in the right. Yeah, he's getting killed from a distance. However, he is antied. South Alabama's able to get 2 picks. Nolan takes out Vulture. South could capitalize off of this and take some space here as Smoke takes a nice little nap on the ground. Smoke able to jump in and actually just do more damage. See, Winston is not in a really good state here, as well as you can see, Reaper gets pulled out immediately. He just, in my opinion, does not do enough damage in this current state of the game to be able to actually be utilized. However, he's more, I feel like Smoke's using Winston to be able to play as a displacement character instead of anything. While, see, as you can tell, Zappy's over there 1v1ing him, while the entire team is on point, just being able to push it. Widowmaker ult comes out, as High Noon was out by Vulture, was able to do nothing. Smoke able to get a
Smoke's
pick
going
on
crazy.
the Widowmaker. Ghoul going down. Maru getting a pick on Smoke, popping Primal, getting a pick on Lucio. Maru getting a second kill with Lucio on Zappy. And it looks like South Alabama may be able to push this completely up. They do need to send another person up with the other 2 to be able to contest this space while Vulture comes back. This could be a point just given to South Alabama here. I don't know if Rio Grande is going to fight this. They may. It looks like they are.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's final team fight. This could be the final team fight of this point. Nanoboost comes out on Reaper.
Going crazy.
Anonymous having 58. Sombra ult comes out, hacking 3 players. This could be huge for South Alabama. Flexland popping Kitsune. Ghoul getting a pick on Smoke very, very late. However, very useful to do that. Reinhardt charges in, just pushing them back, and South Alabama has to fall back, or they're going to pay the price and lose another member to a team fight. And with a minute and 24 seconds left, I would have just rather seen South Alabama completely fall back behind that corner, regroup, have everyone there within, about a minute and 15 ready to go, and then push in. But unfortunately, we did not see that.
Nope, if you don't fall back, you fall dead, buddy, and that's unfortunately the fate of Mr. McCree.
Yeah, exactly what happened to the Vulture. And it does not look promising for South Alabama, seeing that Rio Grande has two ults, two strong ults, and there goes one of them getting 2 picks, and Ghoul getting another pick as well as Lucio. Maru,
and they just wiped
voluntarily
out
dies in that situation. And as I was saying, Reaper had his ult, and it was lights out. Now Rio Grande is gonna take space, and if South Alabama's not able to take this fight, holy smokes, health just drops so fast because of how strong Widowmaker's headshots are. And it's just the damage is just pumped out to them. Widowmaker is so strong on King's Row, uncontested. It is not fun to play against. Zappy getting 3 people with his Shatter. Smoke falling to Reaper in the back lines, and Zappy securing 2 more kills. This might be over for South Alabama. We see Maru on the outskirts trying to go for a touch, but I do not think she's going to make it in time. They did have infrared, and she does, but
she made it, but wasn't enough.
Wasn't enough to do enough to actually secure a long overtime, and Rio Grande takes map number 2.
That was a hard-fought win, that's for sure. It's just a toss-up as to what Reaper ult did this much damage.
And welcome back. Looks like we have taken our trip over to Rialto for match number 3. This could either be match and game point for Rio Grande, or South Alabama could make a surprise comeback and be able to come back from a 2-0 situation.
Well, if they get a good start like they did last round, then they're definitely going to start off really good and maybe take it all the way.
Yep, and we have a tank switch on Rio Grande. They have taken out Zappy and put in Mad Puppy. And I want to say there was a support swap as well. I could be wrong, but Theory replaced Macy, however you pronounce it. But yeah, Rio Grande seems to be switching up their players, and South Alabama sticking with their typical 5. But this time we're We're seeing a very fun comp that is very, in my opinion, toxic. However, Tracer Ball dive comp is going to be insane if they can perform it well. As long as Maru is able to play sightlines with her Discord and FlexLam is able to keep that ball up from a distance, this could go very well. Ghoul back on Widowmaker from these long sightlines on Rialto. An interesting start. South Alabama's not showing any cards here, and it just goes in. South Alabama going in, smoke diving straight on Mad Puppy, doing a lot of damage, but not able to secure the kill with Vulture on his side. And Rio Grande is just taking space. Small gang on Ghoul, hacking, ball slamming. Are they going to take out Ghoul? And they get another hack on Ghoul. Ghoul's able to grab a health pack and fight this Tracer. Vulture falling off the map instantly. Not showing good signs of South Alabama's fight. And there goes Small Gang to Anonymous. And Smoke falls right after them. Now these supports have to get out. If they do not, and they stagger here, it's not a very good sign for South Alabama. As South has one more team fight. Maru falling to Ghoul. Ghoul being uncontested every single time with these maps is not good. This man is a monster when it comes to one-shot characters, and South Alabama is just not able to do anything to him. He's getting pick after pick, damage after damage. Smoke trying to do some maneuver to keep his head from getting hit, not working very well, and just falling very quick after a quick dive. And falling to Kiriko of all people. Rio Grande is able to take this first point and push South Alabama further back as Theory gets another kill on Small Gang. And Rio Grande is just going to push and push and push. If they cannot take out Ghoul, this is not a good sign for South Alabama, as Ghoul's one-shots are just taking out the team before they can even compete in a team fight. It's not even allowed for them, essentially. Smoke jumping into the high ground to be able to push in, to be able to take some space away from them, to be able to contain this. Nano Boost comes out on Smoke. Smoke getting 2 picks. With Rio Grande's Winston jumping off the map. Smoke getting 3 picks to secure this team fight. Is he going to be able to get that extra pick on Nolan to be able to stagger the Ana? I don't think he stays in here. I think he gets out, and he does. Nolan has Nano Boost. Smoke has Primal. We could see 2 counter ults. However, we could see both of the support ults coming out for Rio Grande. We also could very well see a Beyblade, which has happened many times in the past from Rio Grande and has worked in succession. Now we see multiple dives to high ground. Nano comes out on Reaper. Premature Nano, in my opinion. Small Gang getting pelted from behind. Smoke getting a pick, as well as Vulture with 2 picks on South Alabama's name. They could take this fight. However, no one is up in space with Smoke. Smoke's able to pick off Ghoul before everybody else even pushes up. Wow, that's a little disheartening. I think Smoke could have been able to, if the team was with Smoke, he even had Maru with the Harmony Orb on him. Getting those 3 picks would have been able to allow South Alabama to take that fight. I mean, they sacrificed what? And they sacrificed Primal for that fight. And now you see Primal from Rio Grande coming out, getting annihilated real quick. And you can see a very quick cue from Anonymous, and he does. Ghoul getting a pick on Small Gang. Anonymous getting a pick on Vulture. Smoke diving Ghoul, getting that kill on Widowmaker, and kind of securing the team fight. I don't see Rio Grande stopping here, though. They have 4 players. They just have to push Smoke off high ground and essentially push on the point, and they can easily take this fight. However, Smoke is playing this very smart. He's playing this very smart and not losing sightlines from his supports. Nano Boost comes out on Smoke again, dives in. Do not think he got antied, so he has plenty of health and resistance to be able to do this. Vulture getting a pick on Nolan. Smoke diving down, going after the back line. If he can get a pick on either Vulture, Ghoul, or Anonymous, this could be where it go well. The Small Gang falls to Ghoul. Smoke falls to Anonymous, and this just looks like a push from Rio Grande here. South Alabama has to fall back. If they don't, this could be very bad. Visor comes out knowing all those positions. Instant wall hacks. You know, on Apex we complain about it, but Overwatch it's fine. Vulture and Maru have ult, but it does not even matter. South Alabama's falling 1 by 1. I don't know why we pushed into that situation. Feeding ult charge, we should just let them have that point, but it is what it is. Vulture falls to Ghoul again, because, you know, Ghoul is a monster on Widowmaker, apparently. This is his character. I hope Rio Grande acknowledges this and lets Ghoul play Widowmaker from now on for their team. He has been eating South Alabama, and if any changes don't come within the recent months or anything of the sorts, let Ghoul run rampant with Widowmaker, because this one-shot meta is horrendous. South Alabama has 3 ults. You have Transcendence, you with Death Blossom and Vulture's Overkill, Overcharge, whatever it is, and Maru drops her ult real quick. Small Gang getting slept out of Death Blossom. Both of their ults falling so fast at the beginning of that fight. Anonymous getting a pick on Maru, but nanoed and sleeping in the backline. This is very good for South Alabama, burning that nano out. However, Anonymous is able to kill Small Gang, but gets traded by Vulture. As you see Smoke flying as well asleep. That's a very interesting scene to see. A monkey flying and sleeping in the air. That's
not something you see every day.
It's not something you see at all. Smoke diving in with nano boosts. If he can get some picks in this backline, as he is doing now, getting both of the supports, and he wants more. This man is bloodthirsty. He said he's had it with Ghoul, and he's just torturing him. Vulture getting 2 picks with his ult. South Alabama able to take that team fight with only using 2 ults. However, all they have coming back very quickly is Primal, and I do not think Primal is able to take these fights. I don't think Primal can save an enemy Primal in Beyblade. And Ghoul, it looks like Ghoul switches off of Widowmaker and goes to Hanzo, so another one-shot character. However, this one takes a little bit more skill in my opinion. Anonymous almost falling to Smoke and Small Gang. Smoke popping Primal Rage, going into the back line. Flexland able to get a kill on Ghoul. Smoke getting a kill on Nolan. Smoke almost getting another kill on the Kiriko, however gets punched by Kiriko and, you know, trades. And South Alabama, you've just been able to secure this space and hold Rio Grande back just a tad bit for a little bit. And if Smoke is able to get back, just be ready for another team fight. South Alabama doesn't have any ults. Vulture falls super early in this team fight to Ghoul's Hanzo. Smoke dives in to try and save Small Gang. Small Gang is able to retreat and able to get out, and it looks like it could be the final team fight here. This could decide the rest of this round. If South Alabama is able to take it, they could hold this for another 2 team fights. If not, South Alabama loses this round. We'll go on to the next. On to them attacking. Nano Boost comes out on Winston, diving Maruchan. Primal Range coming out with a Death Blossom of the Century, getting 2 pivotal picks and securing this fight for Rio Grande, allowing them to take this map. My bad. This round, 3-0, all the way. I want to say 1 minute and 6 seconds left, 53 seconds left, and now we see South Alabama, and hopefully they can attack just as well.
Anonymous was keeping that one in store just for that moment, and he for sure pulled it out at the clutch moment. He made sure not a single soul was living.
He had that in his back pocket for a while, and you know that's kind of a good sign when it comes to Overwatch, because you know ult cost is so pivotal in this game. Pressing Q at any moment and losing that like powerful ability just is gonna make a team fall apart. A pivotal ult like Death Blossom is very valuable to secure those wins like that at the very end. Now, we do see some interesting comps coming out here. We see Vulture on Genji, Small Gang on Tracer, and Smoke on Winston. Looks like they are playing heavy dive. And on the other side, we see Bastion and Diva. Gould switching off of one-shot characters is a little concerning. But the Bastion? Kind of interesting.
Hopefully they'll be able to pull something out and make sure they can take out Ghoul as soon as possible. He seems to be one of their biggest threats right now, that's for sure.
Yeah, and being on Bastion against Winston is kind of the play. It's going to restrict Smoke from being able to dive in general. Vulture diving up in the high ground, Smoke following behind, but getting picked off so fast by double counters. Smoke has to deal with Bastion and Reaper in this dive comp. It may be best for him to just get off of that character right now and switch to something else that can actually withstand a Bastion Reaper. But he doesn't. He stays on Winston. Vulture fell as well, and South Alabama has to regroup to be able to fight this. This does not look good pretty. However, they can bait out this... Oh, Flex Slam with a faulty TP. That is unfortunate sightings. Ghoul kills Small Gang in the backlines. This is just crumbling just before it even can start. Rio Grande is just able to do all the damage they possibly can. South Alabama, the only way South Alabama can actually pull this dive off is if they're able to bait Ghoul and get Ghoul out of the situation of using turret mode. Like now, if they're able to survive this and kill Ghoul, they can actually push at this point. Small Gang killing Ghoul, securing that kill. Small Gang falls to Anonymous, but however, Smoke is in the back line. He could get a pick on support, being able to open this up. Nano comes out on Anonymous, trying to kill the monkey, but Smoke gets Nano as well, and it's just pushing. Smoke is able to make so much space here. He kills Nolan. Vulture gets a kill on Kiriko. Rio Grande has no supports. They could fall completely here. Anonymous getting a kill on Vulture. Ghoul finishing off Smoke's Primal Rage. South Alabama was able to make a good amount of space off of that push right there. That is not bad. Small Gang should get out and regroup with his team or kill Ghoul as a whole. Being the only one on point, however, it's not a good sign for them to be able to continue to push. But he is stalling this team out completely. The Smoke is back to regroup with them. Flex Slam getting a pick on Fury. Smoke and Small Gang in the background. Vulture kills Diva in that back line. Oh my god, South Alabama pushes in and takes point one. They're able to secure this point off of this fight and just one by one pick Rio Grande out. And they're doing exactly what they need against this Passion and just completely baiting out this turret, using Monkey to a good standard to just keep Bastion's turret away from him. And Kiriko's ult comes out. However, Smoke dives right into a turret. We see a nano, no, not a nano boost, but a blade come out. Vulture falls, not getting a pick with the blade, but and Mad Puppy's able to get a eat on that Tracer's Pulse Bomb. Bastion ult comes out. We still see Smoke just sitting here, existing in the back line. Now we see a nano boosted Bastion. You do not like to hear those boops at that high of a pitch. Theory's able to get a kill on Smoke and get him out of that backline as fast as possible, and Flick Slam falls to Mad Puppy. It may be good for these two players to get out of this situation and regroup with their team, because if they fall here, like Small Gang does, just going off the map, it's going to set them back just a tad bit of time, which South Alabama really cannot sacrifice here.
Maru's doing her absolute best in the backline to keep her team alive, but with Ghoul and Anonymous just keeping them all down, keeping them rolling into caskets, man. And there goes the Diva ult.
Diva Bomb pulls off and gets a pick on Maru when Maru probably thought she was the safest she needed to be. Ghoul getting a pick on Flex Slam, but Vulture's able to trade it out on their Kiriko. Ghoul falls to Smoke. I alt-tabbed out of my game. Smoke falls to Anonymous right on point, and Nolan getting the kill on Smoke completely. Anonymous killed Vulture. My bad, I said that wrong. And Diva's actually demate. This could be go very well for South Alabama here. Small Gang and Kiriko do a lot of damage. However, I do not know if they can fight these four by themselves. We do see the return of Smoke in the back. If he's able to get up there with his team and help them out, we could potentially see this push. Small Gang gets Nano boosted and drops Pulse Bomb, getting a kill on Nolan. Now it's a 2-for-2 special. Which team's going to take this fight? If Theory falls here, this could be South Alabama's play. Smoke gets a kill on Theory. Ghoul uncontested on high ground, picking Flex Slam. He is just doing damage in the backline. Smoke, just tunnel vision right now.
Running for his life right now.
However, all they have to do in the backline is take care of Ghoul, and they do. They're able to get a little bit more space here. With Anonymous coming back, he has Death Blossom, getting a pick on Winston. He could push into these two, on the two supports, and get this Death Blossom up, but he decides not to. This is very odd to see South Alabama. South Alabama's putting up a fight. Rio Grande is crumbling at times. They are doing exactly what they need to do at the right times to be able to keep this push going. Inch by inch, they could eventually take this point, eventually take this round, and put it into overtime. As a big team fight happens in the high ground of the inside area, Smoke going back to the high ground, fighting both of his counters.
Here goes Ghoul.
As we see a Bastion ult coming out, helping, contributing, taking out Vulture. Smoke out here with the Flex Slam Kiriko ult. Theory counter Kiriko ult. Ghoul and Mad Puppy getting securing kills. By the way, Mad Puppy got nano boosted and went into the back line and killed Maru. And South Alabama's push falls, and they lose the team fight.
Flex is doing a really good job of not dying, that's for sure. I've at least witnessed two or three times where he's just running for his life, avoiding certain death by all costs.
He was the one that you wanted that strategy at the very beginning that I said. Do not die. And he has proven himself that he does not die. He is doing the one goal he had set out to do, as well as getting a pick on Anonymous very early on. However, South Alabama's not going to be able to really do much with it as everyone's respawning and coming in. This could be the very last team fight. If it is, GG's Rio Grande, but let's hope South Alabama could pull something out.
20
Vulture
seconds.
popping the Bastion ult, getting no one, smoking the high ground, fighting deep, one-on-one. Ghoul getting the kill on Smoke. This may have secured that round.
No.
Ghoul getting another pick on Small Gang. Diva Bomb coming out right on top of Vulture. He's able to escape. However, no one is able to get the point to run this to overtime. And we see Rio Grande takes Rialto and takes the game and match completely. It was a really hard fought victory, really hard fought victory in this last map from Rio Grande. South Alabama was putting up numbers and was doing well. As you can see, Smoke was running rampant, but they were just not able to do a lot as much as Rio Grande, and that's just unfortunate. GG's Rio Grande. It was great playing against Shaw. And yeah, that's really it.
You